The concept of the minimalist entrepreneur, as pioneered by Noah Kagan, emphasizes building a business with simplicity and efficiency at its core. Unlike traditional entrepreneurial approaches, which often prioritize rapid scaling and heavy resource investment, the minimalist method advocates for starting small, utilizing limited resources, and focusing only on what is essential to solve customer problems. This philosophy encourages entrepreneurs to strip away the complexities that can overwhelm and steer their business with clarity and focus, allowing for more agile and responsive decision-making. The significance of this concept lies in its accessibility and practicality. By promoting lean operations and frugal innovation, it levels the playing field for aspiring entrepreneurs who may lack extensive capital or resources. This approach reduces barriers to entry and fosters sustainable growth models that can adapt to changing market conditions. It also highlights the potential for meaningful business impact without succumbing to the glitter of hypergrowth that can sometimes lead to burnout or unsustainable practices. To illustrate, consider the success of Shopify, an e-commerce platform that started with a clear focus on undemanding solutions for small businesses to sell online. By sticking to simplicity and user-centric design, Shopify became an underpinning for numerous small enterprises. Another example is Basecamp, a project management and team communication software company known for its minimalist approach. Basecamp's founders deliberately kept the company small and focused on core customer needs, emphasizing functionality over feature bloat. Supporters of minimalist entrepreneurship argue that this approach nurtures creativity, prioritizes customer value, and minimizes waste, aligning well with contemporary values around sustainability and conscientious consumption. Advocates like Tim Ferriss often promote similar ideas through the lens of lifestyle design and efficiency. However, critics argue that minimalist strategies might limit the potential for scaling and significant market share capture. Some believe that focusing too narrowly might restrict opportunities that could arise from expanded product lines or larger investments in research and development. Moreover, in markets dominated by big players, minimalists might struggle to compete on price or reach. The concept of the minimalist entrepreneur is deeply interconnected with broader entrepreneurial themes, such as innovation, customer centricity, and adaptability. By prioritizing simple, agile operations, it complements and often influences other aspects of entrepreneurship, including product development, marketing strategies, and customer engagement, encouraging a balanced approach to growth and innovation. Core principles of minimalist entrepreneurship refer to a business approach that emphasizes simplicity, efficiency, and resourcefulness, largely inspired by Noah Kagan's philosophy. This concept encourages entrepreneurs to focus on essential elements, starting small, validating ideas with real customers, minimizing overheads, and maximizing profit margins without extensive initial investments or overcommitting resources. It challenges the traditional notion of entrepreneurship that often involves complex structures, heavy investments, and rapid scaling. The significance of minimalist entrepreneurship lies in its practicality and accessibility. It lowers the entry barriers for aspiring entrepreneurs by advocating for a streamlined approach where one can start a business with minimal capital and gradually scale it based on actual market demand and customer feedback. This method not only reduces risks and potential failures, but also aligns with a more sustainable and flexible lifestyle for entrepreneurs. A pertinent example of minimalist entrepreneurship is the story of a small business owner who starts by creating a simple digital product, like an ebook or an online course, using free tools and platforms for marketing and sales. By focusing first on building a community and validating the concept with a potential client base, the entrepreneur can refine the product based on direct feedback before scaling up. Another example is a local cafe that chooses a minimalist approach by operating out of a small space, offering a limited but expertly crafted menu, and utilizing social media instead of investing in traditional costly marketing. Supporters of minimalist entrepreneurship, such as Noah Kagan, argue that this approach aligns closely with modern economic trends where agility and adaptability are critical. It emphasizes understanding one's customer deeply, maintaining a direct connection, and iterating based on their evolving needs, thus fostering a customer-centric business model. However, some challenges and controversies surround this concept. Critics might suggest that a minimalist approach could limit growth potential, as staying too lean might prevent businesses from capturing larger opportunities or expanding their market reach. Others might argue that in certain industries, initial infrastructure investment is non-negotiable. This approach deeply influences other aspects of the entrepreneurial journey, promoting a focus on long-term sustainability rather than short-term victories. It emphasizes learning and iterative development, thereby encouraging entrepreneurs to view failures as opportunities for growth and innovation. In essence, minimalist entrepreneurship not only redefines how businesses can be started and run efficiently, but also fundamentally shifts the paradigm of what being an entrepreneur truly means in today's dynamic market landscape. Starting small with lean beginnings is a crucial concept for minimalist entrepreneurship, emphasizing efficiency and sustainability over excessive scaling and resource use. This approach involves launching business ventures with minimal resources, focusing on high-impact actions, and validating ideas quickly without significant monetary investment. For Noah Kagan, a prominent voice in this field, starting small ensures that entrepreneurs remain agile, adaptable, and deeply connected to their core market. The significance of this strategy lies in its ability to reduce risk and enhance creativity. By keeping operations lean, entrepreneurs can concentrate on refining their product or service based on real feedback rather than theoretical projection. This lean methodology aligns perfectly with Kagan's approach, where minimizing overhead allows founders to pivot quickly and respond to customer needs effectively, fostering innovation and customer satisfaction. Consider the success of Dropbox, which started with a minimal product, a simple video to explain its service concept. This lean beginning allowed the founders to gauge interest and gather feedback before investing heavily in development. Similarly, Spanx founder Sarah Blakely began her business on a small scale, creating prototypes and selling them directly to customers, allowing her to refine her product based on hands-on feedback without the burden of large-scale production costs. Supporters of lean beginnings argue that this approach fosters a growth mindset, encouraging entrepreneurs to learn from failures without the fear of significant financial loss. It champions the philosophy that success comes from understanding and serving a specific market niche, rather than trying to dominate broad markets hastily. However, critics might point out that starting small isn't applicable to every industry, especially those requiring significant upfront investment, such as manufacturing or technology. Additionally, some argue that in a competitive market, aggressive scaling can sometimes be more advantageous to secure market share quickly. In the broader context of minimalist entrepreneurship, starting small is interconnected with maintaining simplicity and focusing on essentials. This method promotes sustainability and aligns with Noah Kagan's overall philosophy. Build businesses that emphasize value and efficiency over sheer growth and complexity. It influences other facets like resource management and customer interaction, ensuring that entrepreneurs remain committed to foundational principles. Ultimately, lean beginnings offer a pathway to sustainable success, allowing entrepreneurs to realize their vision without succumbing to the pressures of rapid expansion and resource depletion. Leveraging existing networks and community is a key concept in Noah Kagan's approach to minimalist entrepreneurship. This idea revolves around utilizing the resources, connections, and shared interests available within pre-existing groups to propel a business forward. Instead of building systems or customer bases from scratch, entrepreneurs can tap into established communities, harnessing the power of existing relationships and networks to foster growth, spread ideas, and generate sales. The importance of this concept in minimalist entrepreneurship cannot be overstated. By strategically leveraging established networks, entrepreneurs can achieve faster and more sustainable growth with fewer resources. This aligns with the minimalist ethos of maximizing efficiency and impact while minimizing waste and unnecessary expenses. Networks and communities often come with built-in trust and credibility, which can significantly reduce the friction of customer acquisition and brand building. Two real-world examples illustrate the power of this approach. Firstly, when Noah Kagan launched AppSumo, he utilized his connections within the tech and startup community to promote deals on software tools, thereby reaching a highly targeted audience ready to purchase. His existing knowledge and reputation allowed him to quickly scale without massive marketing costs. Another example is Dropbox's early growth strategy. By offering free storage space in exchange for referrals, Dropbox leveraged its user community to amplify its reach, significantly reducing customer acquisition costs and fueling exponential growth. Support for leveraging networks comes from various quarters, including many successful entrepreneurs who vouch for the power of communities in driving brand success. These networks often provide not only customers but valuable feedback, partnerships, and opportunities for collaboration, enhancing business innovation and resilience. However, this approach isn't without challenges or potential criticisms. One significant challenge is maintaining authenticity and trust. Over-leveraging a network without providing genuine value can lead to burnout and erode relationships. Additionally, there's a risk of becoming overly dependent on a specific community, which may limit the business's adaptability to new markets. Critics might argue that reliance on existing networks can stifle fresh ideas and creativity, as businesses might cater too much to the existing norm instead of exploring new horizons. Ultimately, leveraging existing networks and communities connects to other aspects of minimalist entrepreneurship by showcasing how resources can be optimized for maximum impact. It reinforces the principle that modern entrepreneurship doesn't always require enormous capital or vast infrastructure, but a strategic mindset that recognizes and utilizes available assets efficiently. This approach not only aids in conserving resources, but also in building resilient, community-backed ventures that are capable of sustainable growth.